We are taking a first look at Call of Duty Warzone. This came out 2 days ago. This is gonna be my first look going in blind. You're thinking, why does it say Call of Duty Modern Warfare there? Because I do play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So I'm gonna break this down fully of what this is, of what's going on. Um, so this is Activision's free to play BR Battle Royale game. It's called Call of Duty Warzone. Dropped a couple of days ago. They say it's officially it's a free to play game, so you don't need to own Call of Duty to play Warzone. But it has caveats. If you own Call of Duty, the game that you pay for and buy, it's like about a 20 gig download. So there's nothing you go to in the store. You just go to update the game, and there will be an extra menu option like we'll see in a second that is gonna say Warzone. If you don't own this year's Call of Duty or last year's Call of Duty at this point, you go to your PSN store or wherever you're playing and you download Warzone, and it's free. The problem is, if you don't own Call of Duty already, Modern Warfare, it's around the 80 to 100 gig download. That's right. You didn't mishear me. 80 to 100 gig download for a free to play BR. Now, for days, I've been scratching my head. I've been talking on Twitter, and I've been like, what the hell is going on here? Like, infamously, Modern Warfare, last year's game, this year's game, has just done download management very badly. There was the big bug that happened a couple of months ago when they updated it for like season 1 or 2, where it was like a download loop. They have broken it down, like you can download single player, you can download multiplayer, but the way this whole game updates is weird, and it's already like a massive game. It's the biggest Call of Duty game we've already seen. It's like 140 gig. And I went on a little bit of a tirade. Tirade, is that the word I'm looking for? Whatever. On Twitter, where I was complaining. So we're playing on PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro comes with a 1 terabyte internal hard drive. I've got a 4 terabyte external hard drive connected to this as well. Obviously, streamer, cover a lot of games. My hard drives are almost full. Um, when I went to do the update, I had 100 gigabyte free on my external hard drive. 100 gig still wouldn't let me do the update. It said you do not have enough free space. Delete like 20 gigabyte more so you could do the update. Now this is the problem, because a vast majority of the population, because Call of Duty, like, there was loads of articles written about it, the PC players still dropped it. This is a console game at its core, so mainly console gamers are going to play this. Most people are going to own the OG Xbox One or OG PS4, which came with 500 gigabyte internal hard drives. So for you to play this game, you're going to have like 100 gigabyte free. And from what I know, from what I experienced the other day, you're going to have like that much at least free to even install it. So let's call it 150 to 200 gigabytes you're going to need. And once you format your hard drive and install the OS, your 500 gigabyte hard drive turns into about 440, 460. So you need 200 gigabytes saved for just this game to do its updates. That leaves you with like space for what, 2 more games if you got GTA installed or Red Dead. The way they managed this BR, I'm gonna call it a BR mode. I'm not gonna even call it a BR game. I'm gonna explain to you why I'm gonna call it a mode. The way they manage this is just ridiculous. Like, you have to understand, like I've said for years now with the Fortnite craze and everything, as soon as Call of Duty does a free to play BR, it's gonna be great because they still got the name behind it, and I like the shooting in Call of Duty. But I reckon the fact that this is so big, they're gonna hinder people playing it. Like, we've got 2 PlayStations in my house. I'm playing this on the PS4 Pro, and my brother has a PS4 original. He doesn't play 99% of my games that I've got, even though my account's on his PlayStation, because we're in one household, right? So I have my account there that's in another room, and then I got my streaming room here, because that console just hasn't got the hard drive space. And he's like, oh, I can't bother to install another hard drive. I just play 1 or 2 games. That's it. So he's got this Call of Duty on his PlayStation that I play in the other room sometime, the living room. And most of the time you can't even do the update for the game because you don't have enough free hard drive space. So people that want to play this free to play BR, they're gonna experience the same problem. So it's like, you do a correct thing by finally doing a free to play, because everybody's like, oh, Activision, they're not gonna do a free to play BR, right? They love money too much, whatever. I mean, capitalist company, they're there to make money, so it makes sense. But even with this, they kind of shot themselves in the foot. So I booted it up. All right, now that we got through all that, I booted it up and I was like, okay, let's find out what's going on. And now you're gonna come to understand why this is 80 to 100 gigabytes, even though it's free. So when I went to the store, I was like, wait, why can't you find it? And this is why. This is why I say this game is kind of a Trojan horse. So even though Activision said, oh, we're doing a free-to-play BR, they really didn't 100% commit to this. Because, okay, let it just load this next screen up and you will see. When you go to download this in the store, the Warzone mode, you can download Warzone, and in the PSN store, it says, oh, to get the full version, click right here. So this is why I say it's a Trojan horse. This whole BR, it's like they didn't want to fully commit. They must have said, oh, we're still all about selling a game, right? They didn't want to embrace that price model of a free to play thing. So even in the PSN store, when you go to download it, it says, oh, you can download Warzone, but then it's got a tick, it's got another box right next to it where you can buy Modern Warfare. So it seems like this whole thing is created in a way where they want to get you invested to play the BR for free and then buy Modern Warfare, the full game. So that's why it's 80 to 100 gig. So anybody who's ever downloaded any of the demos for the Modern Warfare games or Call of Duty games, when they come to PSN Store, they don't let you just download the demo portion, right? You have to download the whole thing. So again, here it is. So this is the full game. If you own Modern Warfare like I do, full disclosure, that was a press coffee when we covered it like last year. It's just another checkbox and a tick box right here. Now, people might be saying, oh, why are you making a big deal out of this? This is a free game. But you want everybody playing. I love Call of Duty. I want to see Call of Duty BR do well. But the fact that you created this massive, I'm not understanding this, because I know this is a massive hurdle. You can't expect everybody to delete most of their games and have 1 or 2 games installed, right? The same thing you have to say for Rockstar and Red Dead Redemption 2. They should have just alone, this should have just been 30, 40, 50 gig, just this mode by itself that is not got a hook into the main game. But now the reason is that because it's got a hook into this main game, or they didn't develop it in a way where the BR mode could have run and download by itself without using the assets of the main game. Maybe I could be overplaying it about the Trojan horse stuff, but one way or another, because we've seen with Modern Warfare and how it does downloads, they didn't separate this correctly, whatever. So once you've downloaded this and installed it to your main game, it's like 150 to 170 gig, something like that. So they're taking right steps, because all the maps and all the DLC was free with Modern Warfare, and they did seasons. So they're taking the correct steps, but they didn't want to jump in properly head first. They're still thinking oh, wait, how can we link it back to our paid product? So this is why they're doing all these moves, right? Oh, free seasons, all the updates are going to come free, the weapons are going to come free. Oh, wait, but how do we link it back to this paid thing? That's still the underlying thing, right? And EA, the devs for, what was their BR? They was on some forums months back and said that, how do we get people to spend in our game? So these companies know that even though you create a free to play product, they gotta get you a way to spend, right? So anyway, that's the stuff out the way. I feel like you should know, because we've got a big PlayStation community here, and I know for a fact most of them play on a 500 gigabyte PS4. And I'm hardcore gamer. I have to cover games, so I spent $350 on my PS4 Pro day one, and day one I spent it was 120 quid years ago on my 4 terabyte. Obviously prices have come down now, but that's the things I do, right? But most gamers won't do that. It'd be 120 quid. I can buy so many games with that. And we've got next generation of consoles coming up now, where the rumors are that they're gonna come with SSDs, but they're more than likely gonna come with like 1 TB drives. Honestly, I think Xbox and PlayStation need to commit to next gen, and it should be 2 TB drives minimum. Because then, if it's SSD drives, then I wouldn't mind deleting and installing again. Obviously, if you've got slow internet, that's another problem. But installing and all that takes forever as well. It was like a 20 gig download, which took me like 10 minutes to download and took me about 30 minutes to install. Chat is going, COD is like 165 gig right now. So yeah, you know, like maybe a lot of this isn't Call of Duty's problem, the download side, the way the games install and all that. But I can put blame on them that they're trying to push you back into the main product, which in a way you cannot blame them. But like, have faith in your product. Put out a BR mode, standalone fully, that isn't linked into anything, that is a good game, that is a decent, reasonably sized download. It will move hotcakes. So they already announced, right? Within 2-3 days, this has like 6 million players already playing. So it's already doing well in 2 days. It has had a crazy amount of viewers watching it on Twitch and playing it. So we know it will do well. And that's without the hoops of 100 gig download. Imagine how many it would have been, like, you know, if it was just like 30 gig, whatever. Yeah, so once again, you have to still remember the BR mode is still totally free to play. You can download it. I have to make this clear. You don't need to own Modern Warfare. The only problem is you still got to make sure you have a massive amount of hard drive space. Some information about the BR then, now that we got all that information out of the way. It's like 150 players. It's like the biggest BR we've seen, right? From everything I've seen, it seems to be running stably and everything. This is Infinity Ward's BR. So this is going to be based on this Modern Warfare game. So the guns and the shooting is going to feel the same. This is going to be my first look. I was going to play off stream and train up a little bit and all that, but everybody insisted they want to see me fail, so we're going to play proper first look. I have played the single player, the multiplayer. I was pretty good at the multiplayer. We got some videos of me getting like 42 for 10 and stuff. But obviously we know BRs play differently, and I'm not wearing headphones. I've actually made a video that is on the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel somewhere, where this is what you got to do to get good at BRs. You want to get good at BRs, you have to play with headphones, because everybody, and I mean everybody, sound whores. That's why you hear footsteps crazy. That's all BRs are based off of. If you're not playing with headphones, you're wondering, why am I losing? That's why. So we're going to play without headphones, and we're going to have a first look just so we can see what it is. So let's go. Call of Duty Warzone. Join a squad to jump into a large-scale combat in Battle Royale and Plunder in Warzone. Available every season. Okay, do we play training first? So yeah, they've got 2 game modes from what I've seen from the press releases and stuff. This is, you can't do solos at the moment. It's only 3v3 at the moment. They have said that down the line, I've heard this, I can't confirm, but I'm sure I heard this somewhere, that they're looking to introduce other modes and like other ways of playing.
Welcome to Warzone training. In Warzone, every operator is equipped with an armored vest. Grab an armor plate from the table. Slide the armor into your vest.
Yeah, so the main big difference between this, I mean, it's probably going to tell us, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So this has a money-based system around it. So I think they've got rid of the perk stuff from Black Ops 4. And it's like, you get money, you use that money to then get your kill streaks, and also, like, I thought Black Ops 4 BR was very good, but Apex came out at the same time, and Apex took the wind out of its sails for that game, right? Because Apex introduced the revive mechanic. So these lot have done something different with the revive mechanic. If you die, you go to like a gulag, and you got like a second chance to 1v1 someone. And if you win that 1v1, you come back into the fight. If you lose, then your team has to pay to get you revived. So they got 2 basically revive mechanics. But when you look at the 1v1 gulag stuff, all the 1v1 is is Modern Warfare has a game mode where you can do like the gunfight stuff, right? I
Shot
can't
one of the
remember the official
targets.
name for it now. Not the gun game stuff. You know the new mode that um Modern Warfare introduced is basically that, but 1v1, not the 2v2. Uh,
Hit the targets. Nicely done. Switch to your primary weapon.
okay, so I think we've got covered everything what this is, so we can take cover position behind concrete barrier. All right, okay.
Proper job, well done. Mount your weapon on a piece of cover. Now hit the targets while mounting. Target has armor. Listen to the sound of the armor breaking. Hear that? That means the armor's gone. Mounting stabilizes your weapon. It's good for mid to long distance engagements.
Okay.
Nicely done. One of the best tools you have available is the TAC map. On the TAC map, you'll find optional missions known as contracts. Complete contracts to earn rewards for your team. Well done, mate. Find and accept the contract.
Huh, interesting. All right, so the tutorial seems pretty good to tell you
Good.
what's going on. Oh, it is called Gunfight Chat. Sorry, I couldn't remember what the name was.
Locate the tablet with the contract. Supply box ready for pickup. Proceed to the next area. This contract's objective is to open 3 loot caches. Accepting the contract has marked supply boxes on the map for you.
This is gonna be fun. So,
Contract updated. New objective identified. Take any loot you want. Otherwise, I've got to clean this mess up myself.
so I was gonna say, if you play any bit of Call of Duty Modern, the multiplayer stuff, it's gonna be interesting how this goes. The SMGs was doing like the MP7 was so good to run and
Notice
gun.
supply boxes make a distinct sound when you're close.
But because this has armor plates now, and also I wonder if ARs are just gonna be ARs and snipers, right? You ain't gonna be able to drop people just as quick because of the armor plates.
Nice. Your loot finding skills are remarkable. Proceed to the next area. Well done, mate. Cash are normally found inside buildings. Search
Yeah,
for
but
some
going
cash
going back
when
to
you
our
can
thing,
find
like
it.
obviously they didn't
Locate
develop
more
this in
cash.
one day. This was
Nicely done.
planned. This
Cash
was
can be
planned.
used at buy stations
Jesus
to buy
Christ,
electric and
game,
other
shut up.
special items. Buy stations are marked on the TAC map.
Yeah, obviously this was planned all along, right? So this is their next phase of this
Good.
is their free to play mode, right? Because like seasons are free, and now they introduced the BR mode, but it's all linking back into that
Get
big
to the buy
product, right?
station.
Of buy Modern Warfare. Use the map to find and buy stations in the wait, use the map to find and buy stations in the area? Oh, I said?
Use your TAC map to find the buy station. Good work. Buy stations allow you to bring teammates back from the dead, purchase
Okay.
kill streaks and more. Purchase a loadout drop marker.
So basically, if you know, the buy stations are just basically the co-op mode. If you've done the co-op mode or you played any Spec Ops, see how they're adding all their separate modes into one thing? So this is like the co-op stuff. The
Loadout drop marker.
the gun fight is the gulag bit. What do we want to buy? Buy stations, armor plate, shield turret, cluster strike, gas mask.
Buy a loadout drop marker from the buy station. Grab a loadout drop marker from the buy station. Nicely done. Now call in a loadout drop and stand clear of the smoke.
Call a loadout.
Loadout drops allow you to select a full loadout. A loadout drop is the only way to get perks and certain weapon attachments in Warzone Battle Royale.
Oh, interesting. So loadout drops is the only way to get perks. So they've changed it from like Black Ops 4 like that. You don't pick up perks on the floor. You get them like this. We got double time, hardline, frags, claymores. Interesting.
Well done, mate.
Like, can you pick up
Nice
your
squad
loadout
equipment.
drop?
Move to the next area when you're ready.
Like, use the loadout drop to get the perks and then pick up your guns again? Because you might have a better gun, right? But you just want the loadouts?
Okay, Kruger, hit the deck.
Oops.
When your teammates are down, you can revive them if you're close. I've got you.
Oh, I was meant to take him down? So you can revive teammates.
Thank you. Spot on. You can ping anything in the world for your team. Ping an armor plate for your team.
Look at one of the armor plates and briefly tap up on the D-pad.
Body armor here. Dankeschön. Solid work. Body armor here.
So they've added
Spot and mark its location. Enemies in the area.
they've added the ping system from Apex.
Disregard last.
Wait, what do they want me to do?
Mark a location for your teammates. Body armor here. Dankeschön.
Yeah, I've totally done it. Do you want me to take out?
Well done, mate. Good. Okay, literally look at anything else and ping it. Moving. Copy that. Well done, mate. You can also ping hostile areas for your team. Ping the targets as hostile. Moving. Copy that. There's another way you can help your team. You can drop items in your inventory for your team.
Okay. Hold down for inventory.
This is called teamwork. Be careful with teamwork. You might win.
Teamwork? What is that? Also, you can drop your cash that you get.
Job's waiting.
So let's say you haven't got enough money, but you as a team like could afford a thing, so you can like drop cash. With the cash stuff, they add in like CS:GO stuff. Reward collected. Congratulations, you got a reward for completing the training. Operator skin can be equipped in operator tab located. All right. Want to jump into a battle? Congratulations on completing the Warzone training. Do you want to jump straight into a battle to team up and become the last soldier standing? Battle Royale practice. Battle Royale. Play Plunder. Wait, what's Battle Royale practice? Huh, it's gonna let us play Battle Royale against AI? That's actually a good option. Have any of the other BRs got it where you can play the BR against AI? Okay, no headphones. I have to keep saying this right now. No headphones. Streamer plays BR without headphones. So no footsteps. Okay, and from here is your... Obviously, you got that, like... That's how you get your perks. That's what you do with money. Free. It's free in a team. At its core, it's still a battle royale. You know, map. Pick a
Use your
place.
tac map and choose when to deploy from the aircraft.
Okay.
The white circle on your tac map shows where the gas closes in. The timer shows how long you have before that happens.
Okay.
Plan ahead, find weapons, stay out of the open, and you'll make it.
Okay. Can I drop now? Wait, what is the actual drop button? That would be...
Jump out of the aircraft, soldier.
Oh, it's X. All right.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. I suggest pulling your chute before you hit the ground.
And...
Chute lets you glide away from everyone else. But you'll get on the ground late. Targets are up. Get to work. Search inside the buildings for weapons and ammo. Listen for the hum of nearby supply boxes.
Oh, it's still got the hum from Black Ops 4. I didn't like the hum from Black Ops 4. It was so annoying. Was...
Search in the building until you find a better weapon. Good work. Red dots on the minimap show the location of nearby enemies.
All right, so Scar was good in multiplayer, so I'm going with same logic.
Reloading!
What is this? Accept bounty.
Target is up. Let's get it done.
It's interesting to have mini missions within. Where is he? Huh, I'm actually so glad that they've added a... He on top? They've added a training. That's pretty good. You know the perfect way you die in Call of Duty? You chase radars.
Gas is inbound.
I open...
Target down! Well done. The upper right part of your HUD shows how... Reloading!
I'd have totally been dead if that was...
Gas is moving in. Use safe zone. Reloading! Grab some armor plates. The bounty target is down.
When you get killed by AI. All right, here's the gulag bit I was talking about earlier on.
First time you're eliminated. Kill your opponent and you redeploy to the war zone. Get yourself sorted.
So-
You're up next.
I've seen people play. I don't know if you're using in-game mic,
Soldier, win here and you return to the front line.
but when you're up there and your teammates are there, you can use like Discord and things to like get...
Now go sort this fucker out. Go back to the front line. You've earned it.
you can use Discord and stuff to give your teammate tips, like, oh, he's totally right there, go left, go right, cut the parachute. Why did I... So yeah, it's interesting. Like Black Ops 4, from what I remember, you used to go to third person when you're in the parachute. It's like the...
After redeploying, you'll have to find new weapons and ammo. Get to work.
All right, new weapons and ammo when you redeploy. Yeah, but when you're in the parachute here, it's all first person. If I remember correctly, that was one of the teething problems.
Buy stations to buy kill streaks and other special items.
That was one of the teething problems with
Gas is closing in.
because people were using the animations to like peek around corners and stuff. They removed that in the end. But maybe
Reloading. Reloading. A helicopter will provide extraction for the last
I'm
survivor.
assuming that
Reloading. Eliminate your targets. Stay
in
out
the
of
game
gas
you're
station.
not gonna see where people are shooting from.
5 remain. Stay sharp.
That's gonna make it kind of
3
easy.
remain. Finish the job.
All right, spend your cash. So what I need to do is not
Learn from the loss. Failure's a proper teacher.
play Plunder, play Battle Royale. Warning: if you're host, the game will end. Wait, I'm assuming it just means for the what option? So you can go Warzone, Battle Royale, Plunder, practice mode. I'm actually don't feel squad. Wait, what's the don't feel option? Am I lying when I said is not free only? Can you play single player? Huh, have they added that option already? You got your weapon loadouts here. Edit loadouts always. Edit loadouts allows you to configure loadouts that can be accessed during the match. Accessible. Assemble battle ready combination of weapons, equipment, and perks. Primary and secondary weapons form the base of your loadout. Perks give you soldiers' abilities in Battlefield. You may create and name multiple loadouts for variation gameplay simulation. Be sure to. Oh, interesting. So is it when you drop your box, depending on your saved loadouts? That's what it is? Is that right, chat? So you know when you drop your like crates and all that, and when you get like random perks and all that, it will be saved on your loadout selection? That's actually pretty good then. I actually like that. I thought it was random every time. You could set your the operator stuff makes more sense for the BR. It like everybody looked kind of like you just didn't want a big bulky character and all that. But you can see how it fits in totally into Modern Warfare. Like everything's exactly the same from there. Yeah, I do like that they got practice mode there. All right, collect as much cash as you can. So let's try Plunder because these are the 2 game modes. And then we'll do the Battle Royale.
Here's the lay of the land. In this mode, each team fights to collect the most cash. Cash can be collected in multiple ways. The most surefire is finding and looting supply boxes located throughout the map. Contracts are optional mini-missions scattered throughout the map. You can search for the yellow contract icon, then follow the instructions for a cash payment. When a player dies, they drop cash. A high-risk, high-reward strategy is to take out the players carrying the most cash. High-value targets are specially marked on the map. But be advised, when you die, you drop cash too. To safeguard it, you can protect your cash using cash deposit helipads. When you get to one, call in a healer and fill it with your cash. You can also protect your cash using cash deposit balloons found in supply boxes or purchased from buy stations located throughout the map. These are the essentials of Plunder. Now get in there and get some.
I mean, it's an interesting game mode, right? But I suppose if you're going to come to the BR, you want to play the BR. Players with the most cash are marked. This kind of reminds me of Black Cash, complete contracts, kill enemies, cash deposit balloons. Uh, so is Plunder solo? It is weird that it doesn't save your classes from multiplayer. Like, it's got my names and everything there, but it hasn't brought my classes over. Like, why not, dude? Why not? Like, you got like, yeah, Plunder reminds me of Payday, right? Payday 2? Isn't that basically what Plunder is? Other than obviously you gotta loot the bank, but I'm getting Payday vibes from this mode.
Get yourself sorted. We'll be deploying shortly. Enough practice. Time for the real thing. Hostile dropping into the area.
Yeah, I want to know how much the armor plates are going to change gameplay. Is like MP7 just going to be useless now because of the armor plates? That was like my go-to gun in multiplayer. Shoe house all day. Is it shoe house? My English take. Get that KDE, KDR even. Oh my days, my actual English today. Get that KDR up. Maybe I should have jumped with my team. Sorry, I was just adjusting mic. Where is my team? No idea. Okay. This was a terrible drop. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, so in this mode, you start with weapons. Interesting. Oops. Oh, yeah, I'm actually...
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Is it not 3v3? Why can't I see my team? It's weird. It's actually scary to play VR. Like, not scary, but scary if you can hear footsteps. I'm literally going on site right now. I wonder if 150 is going to be too big. Top earners marked. Go get them. That's an interesting way for them to keep it action-packed, right? Yeah, that map seems massive. Like, holy moly. It looks very clean, though. I did like the look of Black Ops 4. But you can see this is the extension of their like ground war. One of my least favorite modes in the new Call of Duty. You know why? I was like, oh, it's too big.
Primary LZs are marked. Extracted, standing by.
I know where he is, chat. I can hear him, even without headphones on. They're fighting without me. Like, ow. Cash loss waiting for respawn. Oh, so you don't even fully back out? Interesting. I mean, I suppose it gives you something different to do in the... Can I get there?
Enemy dropping into the AO.
That full team? Oh, did I get killed by my own? Oh my days, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Damn it. I didn't think he was gonna push. That'd have been full squad. I'm going right back there. I'm going right back there. Is it gonna give me option to go right back there? I mean, I'm playing terribly because I'm not with my squad. It says your squad wiped. Okay, let's try this again. The target is to reach 1 million. Timer on the left.
Enemy
Under
dropping
the
into
map.
AO.
Yeah, it might just be a pacing thing with this issue. Maybe if you want to have the like the BR feel, but everybody ain't going for the sweaty kills. You're just trying to get enough money so it won't be as intense, right? Or I saw something there. Like, certain spots of this looks very nice. If you think about it, 150, especially in the other mode, Like no pop-in, everything's just loading. That's why everybody always wanted, like, I complain about like the download size and everything. It's kind of why everybody wanted Call of Duty to say, yo, get your BR out. Because even with Black Ops 4, nobody wasn't complaining about the actual technical side of it, right? Everybody was like, oh, there's no pop-in textures or loading or it looking bad. All that worked fine, right? And it was feeling the same here. It's why a good thing when like a big dev gets involved and starts doing games like this, right? Like I don't think I've heard a single. There might be, but I haven't heard it like, oh, pop in and textures and it's not loading and I can't see, and like everybody's talking about Tarkov or PUBG performance, blah blah blah. Again, that's why I would also like to see it smaller and just want a mass populace playing, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of understanding why they've said this is only squads at the moment as well, Nado. The map might be too big. The map might be too big for this to be solos. It is ginormous. Probably gonna get shot in the back here. All right, greed, 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 greed. Well, there goes.
Hang on.
Left.
There now.
Hold on. I was still good at the multiplayer in this Call of Duty, so. Yeah, because also the minimap is massive. The map is huge. If solos, you can go a whole match without seeing anybody. Yeah, I kind of understand the no solos in this now. Making sense. I don't think he had armor, right? But
Copy. Helo is inbound for deposit.
oh, this is a cheeky way to just amp out. Give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Helo is in position. Bag is set for deposit.
Oh, of course. Sorry, that's the deposit. Wait, can I deposit some more? I kind of would have liked to see the map a tiny bit smaller.
Helo is coming out with deposit on board. Cargo deposited. Good work.
I just want to see how this works. Kind of curious.
Roger. Bird is coming in for deposit.
I saw. Oh God, flanked. Oh, so you know what seems like it's a good thing? Even with the armor plate, you can kind of you can kind of drop quickly. So I think you know what we're gonna do here, right here, chat. I want to jump into the BR and see how it is. So stay there while we load up. Okay, let's try the reason we're here, right? The reason everybody's complaining, the BR mode. I wish it would have loaded in my classes from multiplayer. I'm be honest with you, because I've took a long time setting my classes from multiplayer. I know I could just copy them over instantly, but I've got my run and gun set. You know, I've just got my classes set and ready, so that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Like I suppose I know why they haven't done it if you're just downloading Warzone, but this is an add-on to the game that I have, right? So just bring my classes over because it's got the names. Maybe it's a technical thing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do one shot, one try, and see where we go. Right? Because this is not a video to see a pro streamer win at BR. This was just a what is this thing?
Planes are making ready for deployment.
Right? Right?
Enough practice. Time for the real thing.
Okay. That 123 looks meaty though. 150 max is. Does a squad pick or how are we doing this? That was one thing that Apex did really well. One person's leader, so you're all kind of forced to drop together.
Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Move cursor, move the zoom in now, ping, delay ping. Do you mark open? Is anybody gonna mark? Like here? Are we jumping? No, no, no. All right, we're jumping. Okay, so there was paying attention. Also, I aimed for like nowhere. Also, there's people here. Also, I might be responsible for this.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
With what? My handgun? Wait, we're not auto picking up? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I'm sorry, teammate. That's totally my fault. For the love of something, give me a gun.
Your teammate was sent to the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
There's a way I can ask for guns, right? No? How can I...
Your teammate got a proper sorting. We're sending them home.
Oh no, our teammate got proper sorted. Lads, that's not good. I need a gun. I need a gun. I need a gun. I mean, at this point, I'll actually take a rocket launcher. Dude, his teammates must be around here somewhere. Unless he solo doloed it. I'm following. What is his name? Quick. Quick, quick 69. I mean, that's okay. We gonna? Are we gonna? Excuse my friend. We're just going around in circles. Like, I need loot. Alright, you know what? This, I'm not. Come on, yo. Oh, oh, my days are gone. Thank the. Okay, we'll take it. Is it my MP7 as well? All right, best gun in the game. Now I want to get into a fight. And like, all right, okay. First game, you know, I knew he was going for a crazy amount of kills. We're going for the W. We're going for the W now, I suppose. You actually see somebody or?
Moving! Helicopter here! Disregard last. Helicopter here! Disregard last.
All right, you know what? I'm leaving him. Well, maybe I shouldn't have left him. Also, why didn't my MP7 do damage there? All right, now we get to practice the gulag stuff for real life.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom.
Yes. Okay. That's not annoying. You have to wait for your turn.
Listen up, soldier. Win here and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done. Time to earn your freedom, soldier. Go back to the front line. You've earned it.
Okay, I like 1v1s. I've earned my freedom. Also, can I see my teammate here, or did they all get like? Okay. Quick hit 69 is still here. Oh, this is a mistake. That was a mistake. I don't even want to talk about it. I want to discuss it, everybody. Okay, YouTube, leave a comment. Tell me how crazy that was. I don't you know, like what happened was I was trying to be a hero and tried to do the sneaky thing. And then, you know, if we're going to rely on Quick Kick 69, who's camping and shooting helicopters, we are congratulations on completing your first match. To celebrate, we are rewarding you a tier skip for your battle pass to use now. Wait, for our battle pass for multiplayer or our battle pass for is the battle pass for Warzone separate for the battle pass for multiplayer? Huh. I think there's the same, right? But see how they want you to get that battle pass and everything links into everything of, oh, buy our main product. But that's why it's like a weird way they've done it. You know? Which is interesting. Like all they had to really do was add like the ping stuff and the respawn stuff into Black Ops 4. And maybe this is the first time it's gonna show us. Again, I'm getting this from, I've watched loads of content of it, so it's first time me playing it. I've been watching a bit of it. Maybe bigger is not always better. Like maybe like 100 is the right number. I don't know. I would like to see them commit to a actual standalone, not linked into another game BR. You know, because I still think the way they've developed this, they've had that mindset of, oh, we want you to, yo, but why don't you buy Modern Warfare as well? Why don't you buy Modern Warfare as well? Also, I think the look of this type of BR might be a bit played out. Like I know Fortnite is way too cartoony. This bit looks sick though. It looks great. Like Fortnite is way too cartoony. Apex was a way bit out there. Like you want realistic, but then you don't want boring army base looking. You know what I'm saying?
Battle Royale. Alright, soldier. Mark a drop zone. You've got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
So I did that in with the. Did all my team drop? Oh, I guess we go try find him. My bad, dude. Like, since they've added the ping stuff, they've added their own revive stuff. I mean, I feel like maybe that's like you drop together and one person is drop leader and everything. I feel like Apex did that well. You didn't realize it at the time, right? You was like, oh, just the ping and the revive stuff they did well. But if you're forcing 3v3s, maybe that's another thing you should have pinched. Because, I mean, you see streamers and everything play with their friends and their squads and everything. That's not how most people are going to play. You take fall damage? I literally had no idea. If this guy doesn't remind me, we're gonna revive me. We're gonna end the video right here. Oh wow, you use my video and learn Yeah, it's not auto deployment. You every other BR in the history of BRs, you deploy your parachute, so you just wait right to the end. No, not in this game. Like he revived us, which is funny, but that would have been the perfect place to end. It would be perfect place to end. If you don't know what's funny, go check out our Black Ops 4. Go check out my Black Ops 4 video up on YouTube. And go check out how I started that video. Dumb mistakes is literally should be the name of my channel. Okay, well. This has been good. I need a gun, dude. Is Napster related to Napster? Does anybody even know what Napster? Chat, if you're watching this in YouTube or chat on Twitch, do you know what Napster is? I know one of. Oh, sorry. I know what one of you does. So you know you don't answer, but The armor stuff does feel slick though. It doesn't feel long to do. It feels smooth. I have to say the compliment on that. I'll take it. 2 shotguns point blank and he didn't die? I wonder about that. Point blank. He wasn't even ready for that. I wonder, did they nerf the shotguns? Like, unless my aim was off, it looked pretty on target to me. Pretty on target to me.
Listen up, soldier. Win here and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done. Sort them out or capture the objective. Looking a little worse for wear.
Well, that happened. Yeah, it's interesting if you look at this BR and whole, right? From the footage I've seen and just jumping into this right now, just to explain to everybody what it is in the YouTube video. It's like they've added elements of Modern Warfare from all the modes. Like from ground war to gunfight to the co-op modes with how you get your perks and everything. And they said, bam, 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 we're gonna add that all together, and that's the BR. And then we've made it 150. Oh, maybe that's why they literally can't. It couldn't be a 30 gig download, because I was like, oh no, it's got links into the full actual game. Seriously, because like the box stuff feels from co-op, guns, multiplayer, and you know, gunfight. And the way it was released as well, obviously they've had this in plan. I think there's a whole big campaign of just buy Modern Warfare. And the problem with Modern Warfare was the shooting was great. The campaign was pretty good as well. The maps were yeah. You know, the DLC is coming free and everything. Well, but the maps just weren't there for me. So all in all, like, I'm just trying to think, like, looking back at Modern Warfare now, you like pick it up, like the total package is like a lot of stuff now, right? They could have, like, it's weird to say, they could have actually released this as a, like, this is the next free thing coming if you own Modern Warfare, and it would have made a lot more sense that way, right? I'm still kind of reading at the download size. That wasn't the best Warzone footage. That was just a quick video to show what it is. Who knows? I might put some time into it over the weekend and make a how to get good at Warzone. We have one of those for Black Ops 4. If anybody's still playing that, check it out on the channel. This will be going up on YouTube. If you're watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to hit the follow button. Let me know how bad I am. Well, check my KDR in you can't get on my friends list, but it's high, I swear. Don't forget to come check us out over on Twitch. We stream there a couple times a week. Got Discord, got Twitter. All that information will be in the description. Hit the subscribe button. Turn that notification bell out so you do know when new videos drop. I'd appreciate it very much. Peace.